Hi, welcome to this second tutorial of the series on Git and GitHub. In my previous video, I discussed about how Git and GitHub are beneficial to us for better version controlling of our files. And we also went through some basic terminal commands which are used to navigate and create directories and files in our system. If you have not gone through the previous tutorial, I would recommend you to please click on the link given above and do watch that tutorial. In this tutorial, we would be making changes in our text file and see how Git Commands helps us in maintaining the versions of this file. I would be covering the important Git commands in two parts. In this part, we would be covering the shown commands, that is Git Init, Git Status, Git Add, Git Commit, and Git Log. So let's hop on to our command terminal and see what each command does. Now Git Init stands for Git Initialization. Now this is one of the most important commands when it comes to Git. Without running this command, Git would not be able to track the changes which you have made to your files. And we have to ensure that this initialization is done on the folder which we want to track. Now in our case, we created this directory Git practice, and we want to initialize Git inside this folder so that whatever changes we make inside this directory are tracked by Git. As of now, if we see, we have only a single file which is text.txt inside our Git practice. Now let's initialize Git inside this folder by running this command Git Init. Now we can see that it has initialized an empty Git repository at this location. And if I run the ls command again, we can observe that there are no changes which has happened inside the folder. But in actual, it has created a .git folder inside the Git practice which is currently hidden. Now in order to view the hidden folder inside the directory, we have to run this command ls-a. After running this, we can see that our text file is there and our .git folder, which is currently hidden, is also there inside this Git practice directory. Now any changes we make inside this directory, it will be tracked by Git. Now let's check what Git status do. Now the moment we run this command Git status, it gives you some basic information like we are on branch master since we have initiated the Git inside the Git practice directory, and it also tells you that there are no commits yet since we haven't committed any of the files on Git. Now committing a file is basically telling the system to track that particular file. Now as of now, we see that there is this one file text.txt which is currently untracked and we haven't made any commits to this master branch yet. Now in order to commit this file so that Git starts tracking the versions, we have to add this file to Git. Now in order to do that, we have to run this command Git Add followed by the name of the file. And if I check the status now, we can see that from untracked file, this status got changed to changes to be committed. Now what we have done is we have added this file to be committed, but we haven't committed this file yet. And in order to commit this file, we have to run this command git commit -m followed by the message. And you have to ensure that whatever file you are committing it with an appropriate message so that whenever we are looking at all of our versions which are tracked by Git, we are able to differentiate properly. Now for the first commit, let's call it as initial commit and press enter. Now we can see we've got a confirmation that there's one file changed. Now in order to check the log, what we have to do is run git log and see that this is the commit reference which we have made for this file. Now if we check the status, we would see we are still sitting on the branch master and there's nothing to commit and our working tree is clean. Congratulations on your first Git commit. Now just to quickly recap, Git Init is the initialization step wherein we are initiating the Git onto a particular directory. In order to check the status of our Git, we have to run this command Git Status. This gives us the basic information like on which branch we are setting right now, and if we have any untracked files to be tracked. Git Add is used when we want to add that untracked file to be committed, and Git Commit is used to commit that added file. And to check whether our Git was successfully tracked, we can run this command Git Log in order to view that. Now let's take another example. Let's just open our file inside documents. In Git practice, we have this text file. We haven't made any changes in our text. And since this file has already been committed on Git, let's see how Git tracks the changes which are done on this particular file. I'll just add some text on this file. Let's say children to Excel in field is not reasonable, and let's save our changes. Now we know that we have made some changes in this file. Now what we'll do is we'll again check the status. We can see here that there's this file which is text.txt which is modified now. Now in order to commit this, again we'll follow the same step, which is Git Add followed by the name of the file, and Git Commit followed by the message to commit. Let's say quote added, first quote added, and enter. It has given us a confirmation that there's this one file which got changed and there's one insertion. If we check the log, we would be able to see two commits. So this is the initial commit and this is the second commit wherein we have added the first quote. Git has tracked both of these commits. I hope you have got the gist of how Git functions. In the next part of this tutorial, what we would be covering is how to revert the changes which we have already committed, or maybe how to reset the commits which we have done. And also we'll try to explore the concept of branch and how to maintain various branches of a particular project and how to merge the branches. I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.